Hey, bless up, y'all. King Kevin in the building. It's Friday the 13th. For those who are scared for today, no need to be scared. But what's really scary is what Trump and J.D. Vance, the Republican Party, are doing to try to win this election. Now, they're using the immigration platform as the catalyst for them to win because they're actually losing in the polls. Mrs. Kamala Harris, the current vice president, they're winning, the Democrats. So Trump, known for his marketing tactics and his frivolous acts and just maliciousness when it comes to using the media to further his political gains and to win votes. See what he did with the whole January 20 um, Capitol Hill invasion, and letting his mega, make America great again, folks, well, mostly rednecks, a lot of them are racist, what he did with that in Capitol Hill, and they just tossed out two election fraud charges just the other day, this week, literally, you know. So he has power, he has clout, he's been convicted, he's running for president. Hey, that's the hypocrisy of America, right? You literally was convicted, still free. Now you have an election, and they're using the whole immigration platform, and now they're using the Haitians, right? They're using the Haitians as a means for them to win. By demoralizing, demonizing, straight racism, saying that the Haitians were eating cats and people's pets in Ohio. And believe it or not, the woman who actually did kill and bite a cat, I don't know if she actually ate the cat, but she literally killed the cat and bit the cat, a few times, was an African American woman. This is Ariel Felix or whatever her name was, 27-year-old black African American woman. And she's now in jail, cruelty to animals. She's 27, graduated from Canton, Ohio, high school, But Trump, being the marketing genius or a sick genius that he is, was like, hey, either him or Vance was like, hey, we could use this to our advantage. We got Haitians. Instead of saying that, it was a black African American woman that killed this cat and was eating it, let's say these black Haitians were the ones who did it, and we can get some votes and we can get on top of the headlines and show how faulty the immigration policies are and how we need to improve and block our borders and stop these people from coming in, especially black folks, But you have the huge immigration issue all over the country. You had immigration issues going on in Wisconsin. You have New York, with the South American immigrants who came in. You have issues at the border in Texas. I mean, there's issues everywhere. But they chose specifically to pick on the Haitians. And you know why? Because the Haitians, and I'm Haitian myself, because we don't have that political power in Congress. I've said for years, and those who don't know, I'm the author of the book, several books, but my next book, which is called America's and France's, A 1,000-Year War Against Haiti, Assassination of a Nation. They have always picked on, whenever it's election time, whether it's local elections or national presidential elections, racists has always picked on the immigrants because they're the weakest in the population. Immigrants, they barely have any rights here. The Haitians in Springfield, which is 2 hours away from Canton, Ohio, by the way, and even though there's no police reports of animals being eaten by Haitian immigrants, I mean, pet owners, people who love their dogs and cats. They die for their dogs and cats. So best believe me, someone is killing their cat or dog or geese or duck or whatever they're out there claiming. They're going to make a police report about it. The police report stations are saying this is not true. The mayor is saying this is not true. There's no reports of it. And this has caused a lot of Haitians who are in that area to be fearful for their life. A lot of them have literally quit their jobs because of the underlying racism in Ohio, which is a Republican state. They're fearful because of the lies, because of the misinformation. We are in the information age, the misinformation. And for people who don't know anything about Haitians, and this might be the first time they heard about Haitians, which I find it hard to believe, being that the president, former president Jovenel Moïse, was assassinated in his home in Haiti a couple of years ago. And on top of that, the civil unrest with the gangs and the Kenyan-led multi-police force that's in Haiti right now, that the U.S., doesn't want to physically put soldiers in Haiti because they've done it so many times, and it's just catastrophe. You know what I'm saying? The UN, who has peacekeepers in Haiti, who's had peacekeepers in Haiti for the past 20 years, 30 years, and just the amount of kids and women who were raped and the kids who were born from those unfortunate situations, and the murders, the killings, and the cholera outbreak that was, created by UN soldiers who have complete immunity. They're literally above the law. They could do whatever they want in any country that they go to, and they won't face any criminal charges. And I find that hard to believe. And why is that these soldiers are immune to justice if they're committing these atrocious crimes against people? I mean, talking about the UN, who's supposed to be the beacon for human rights and protections and justice internationally, and the Geneva Convention, et cetera, and they don't even hold the soldiers who they bring to these other people's countries accountable for their actions, which is asinine. I regress. Whether you talking about in San Francisco with the Chinese, or wherever in California, or the Chinese in New York, or the Italians and the Italians, and who else is the Irish in New York or in Boston, or Chicago, the black folks in Chicago, whenever, and I'm talking about, early 1900s, what I'm saying, early 20th century, and to this day, 21st century, in 2024, Friday the 13th, they still use the immigrants as a platform to pick on so they can gain more votes, and to use it as a way to gain political influence, to make sure the votes lean towards their way. So now all these pet lovers, are fearful, like, oh man, if the Haitians are doing this, if the Venezuelans are doing that, or the Mexicans are doing this, or whoever, let's stop the border. Which president is going to block the border and stop these people from coming in and ransacking our towns, eating our pets, which is not even happening? But you see, people are fearful of what they don't know or don't understand. And Donald Trump's ignorance, and I won't say I've ever been a fan of Donald Trump, but I would say I've always admired his entrepreneurship and his real estate savviness and commercial real estate, and to this, I still kind of like, all right, okay, appreciate you, Donald Trump, for that tip, you know what I'm saying? But now, as time goes on, I see how much of an a-hole he is. Now, I watched some of the presidential debate, and Kamala Harris tore him up on that debate, by the way. He kept referring to, immigrants eating the animals. He kept referring to that and not addressing the serious issues that are going on here in America. the police brutality, the housing crisis where there are barely any houses, affordable houses for rent, and all these real estate companies are purchasing all these properties, and they're not, releasing them for sale. They're keeping them to rent. So if you can't afford a $1,500, $2,000, $2,500, $3,000 rent for a house, then you're just gonna have to be forced to live in an apartment that you can afford and not be able to buy that American dream. You have to rent the American dream. So I'm not making this video because I'm for Kamala Harris, like I'm endorsing her, or obviously I'm not for Donald Trump. I'm not for any of these two. I'm still paying attention to see what's going on, to see which one's the lesser devil, because some of the things that Kamala Harris has stood for or stood against, like what's going on in Palestine, she still dancing around that subject. But regardless of the fact, I just want you guys to know, because the Haitians have always been picked on, whether it's they claim that Haitians created AIDS. They really pushed that back in the 80s, early 90s. Whether it's the Haitians that the policies that they created in America to force Haitians to flee Haiti because of the American meddling in the politics and democracy and the elections of Haiti. They would not let Haiti leave Haiti alone. And for those who don't know, I'm gonna give a briefing of what's been going on for the past 109 years. The U.S. invaded Haiti back in 1915. Look up the Haitian-American Treaty of 1915, which wasn't even a treaty. Any treaty the U.S. makes anyway, they always, breach the treaties. They breached the treaty they did with Native Americans, well, the indigenous red men. They breached the treaties they did with the Chinese and the Japanese. They breached the treaties of African Americans here in America. We're supposed to get, 40 acres and a mule. That has not happened. You know what I'm saying? So, but Haitians were viciously, violently occupied by the U.S. Marines in 1915. The U.S. Marines robbed the Haitian bank in December 1914, of about $500,000 in gold bars, which is equivalent to about 13 million. Then they, forced and imposed the first, puppet president that Haiti had in 1915. They changed the Haitian Constitution. Fast forward, Haiti finally had a chance to elect a president, democratically elected president, Jean-Bertrand Aristide. That wasn't good enough, so they kicked him out. Don't let the Haitians vote for who they want, because we want to continue exploiting Haiti for its gold, for its oil, for cheap labor. The exploitation been going on in Haiti forever. So you wonder why now, as a matter of fact, we whine a little bit that during that occupation, they created the first gang of Haiti, the official gang of Haiti. They changed the army to the gendarmerie, which is equivalent of the military and police, led by the U.S. Marines, thanks to Sergeant Smedley Butler, who had this well documented in his book, War's a Racket. And he talks about how he made Haiti a great place, and not just Haiti, but other countries, but specifically Haiti, a great place for the Wall Street boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, he says this is the most highly decorated military serviceman in U.S. history. He has like 2 medals of honors. And he literally felt guilty after he retired. He's dead now. And put it all in the book. So the backwardness and why you have so many Haitians leaving Haiti, coming to America, trying to get to Jamaica and Bahamas, is because the U.S. meddling in their business, physically, iron hand, very harsh. Not just that, Venezuela. Why the Venezuelans leaving there? Why the Mexicans are leaving their country? Guatemala. The U.S. has always been in Central America, in the Caribbean, imposing these laws that they have, in certain countries, changing the government, getting the presidents assassinated. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy. So if you want to stop the influx of immigrants into America, how about you stop the meddling, stop the exploitation of these countries and leave them to their own fate, to create their own government, to create their own system. Because the only way Haiti's going to ever have better days from here on out, truth be told, and I am a man of faith, I believe God can do anything and all things. I love this hat. My first time wearing it. The only way is for a fundamental change in the way Haiti is run and operated. And specifically, and Lord knows, I mean this with everything in my heart and soul and spirit. Specifically, change the way they view and treat the women and girls in Haiti. The women have little to no representation in Haiti. They are being exploited. The country being exploited. So the men are exploiting, the men of Haiti are exploiting the women and making them, and these are, women are divine, feminine people. They have the feminine energy that to balance the masculine energy. And in Haiti, that's not going on. It's overly masculine. You have the children of the corn. I'm going to make a video about that, so stay tuned. I'm actually supposed to be doing that right now, but I'm actually getting ready to go to work to do a few motor inspections and motor remediation jobs in a little bit. But so I wanted to make a video before I left. You know what I'm saying? I want to make a video before I left my home office and to talk about this. But I'm going to talk about the children of the corn. We're going to talk about how do you create a generation, a whole genre, a whole population of men. You talking about in Haiti is 6 million women. 6 million women, about 5.7 million men. How do you get 5 million men, or let's just say, since there's so many gangs, about 100, the UN says about 150 gangs, well-armed gangs in Haiti. How do you get, I would say about 1 million. How do you get 1 million men to hate on women? Easy. You put them in a situation where they're not validated. They aren't affirmed. There's no affirmation to the masculinity. There's no little to no opportunities to advance. They're stuck every day without making plans for a bright future. They're only living to survive for today. Whenever you put people in a desperate situation like that, where there's no light at the end of the tunnel, imagine being in a dark place. Imagine being in the dark. I'm going to turn off a couple of these lights here. Imagine being in a dark place and there is no light. As a matter of fact, I'm going to turn off this light here as well. Just give an example. This is your life every day. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. You can't see a way out. You can't see there's food coming. You can't see that there's jobs or education for the children to actually advance. There's no way for you to move or progress up the ladder out of poverty. And Haiti is a majority of the population lives below the poverty line, live less than $2 a day. There's been over 5,000 deaths for the past 3 years, each year in Haiti. And the violence is just escalating because there's no way out. People are fighting in the dark, literally, dark in their minds, dark in their spirits, and dark in their heart. And as long as this continues, the subjugation, oppression of women, who creative energy, their mindsets, their feminine touch and ideas are not being validated or appreciated, Haiti will remain in this darkness. And as long as the U.S. controls Haiti's constitution, where they change the constitution, as long as they continue to put them in the economic chokehold, Haiti will not prevail. There has to be completely new system, completely new everything. And so I just wanted to make sure I made an illustration so I could bring this home to you guys. And I'm going to talk about this more when I speak in New York at the 36th annual Haitian Studies Association conference at Brooklyn College in New York. Go to my website, KevinDorival.com, for more information. But I'm serious about this. We need fundamental change. all energy, all hands on deck on creating fundamental change in Haiti. All right. And so we can ignore people like Vance and Donald Trump. They can't be president. Their ignorance is too high. They are two individuals that can care less about the repercussions of what they say or do, because they know people are going to run with what they say. The crazies are going to come out there, you know what I'm saying, and just follow whatever Donald Trump is saying. He's a dangerous, his mouth is dangerous. So with that being said, I hope you guys vote wisely, pay attention, don't just fall for the traps. And those who are in Ohio, you know what I'm saying, listen, you know Haitians is not out there eating your pets. And around the nation, show a Haitian some love. You understand what I'm saying? Because we've gone through and going through a lot right now as we speak. And even as low as Donald Trump is going, he's going even lower by using this guy, Aiden Clark, whose son died on a school bus because the Haitian immigrant was driving without a license and somehow got an accident and hit the bus and killed the young man. Unfortunately, accidents do happen. My heart goes to them. But the father of that boy who died, Aiden Clark, he said he hopes that Trump and Vance stop using his name for political gain. So Trump, they're going low. They're stooping low to get votes. You know, using people's pain for their progress and profit. And that's unfortunate. But then again, it's the American way. Anyway, guys, y'all be blessed and be vigilant. You know what I'm saying? And anyway, see y'all later. Peace. Give this video a thumbs up, like and subscribe, all that good stuff, man. I'm out of here. Bless up. Free Haiti.